Hi fans, welcome to Rampago TV channel. May you always be healthy and able to move as usual. Today I'm going to talk about Lisa BLACKPINK's merciless burning of Soldier Field Stadium. Lisa didn't wait. As soon as his feet stepped on the Soldier Field Stadium, the visual explosion and energy he emitted instantly swept through the entire stadium like a wild storm that could not be controlled. One thing was immediately in the spotlight that night. Was Chicago really ready to accept this kind of stage chaos? It didn't take long for the 60,000 plus spectators to realize that what they were seeing was no ordinary concert. Lisa, with the precision of her movements and a look that seemed to pierce through the walls of a stadium, led BLACKPINK into a new dimension, a level of performance that could no longer even be defined by exceptional standards. Her insane act on stage that evening was not only a consolation, but also a statement of dominance, that Lisa was no longer just a member of BLACKPINK, but a stage force capable of setting a city on fire with one footstep. The question arises, what really happened that night? Why does Lisa's segment feel like a singular explosion shifting the concert's center of gravity toward her? And is this a signal that he is affirming his identity as a solo performer in BLACKPINK? Soldier Field Stadium, with its long history as the home of sports legends, has never received a blast like this from an Asian pop star. Even before the main lights were on, the concert atmosphere was already sending signs of tension, the screams of fans echoing before the first piece of music played, wild speculation on social media about the set list, and whispers about who the night's mysterious guest might be. But it all sinks into one explosion, the moment Lisa appears with the choreographed intro of the remix version of Money, clad in a sparkling bodysuit that instantly freezes time. None of the spectators could take their eyes off Lisa's figure. He wasn't just performing, he swallowed the stage whole. Every move he made seemed to sculpt the air structure of the night. And as the stage flames gushed as the beat drop came in, there was one moment where the stadium literally seemed to explode in a controlled frenzy. However, behind all the screaming and thundering cheers, a fundamental question lurks behind the spectacular visuals. Is this all purely an artistic expression, or part of a larger narrative that BLACKPINK is strategically building? We cannot deny that this concert has an unusual narrative element. Lisa, who is usually given iconic but still balanced portions in the group format, is now given the dominant stage. In fact, even in the collaborative segment, the spotlight does not want to switch from it. The main camera continues to highlight her facial expressions, and even the direction of the choreography seems to be designed to strengthen Lisa's central aura. Is this an artistic coincidence? Or is YG Entertainment testing the market's reaction to Lisa's solo stage amid the group format? Some fans refer to the moment as the moment of domination, when all the visual elements, sound and stage interactions taper to a single point, Lisa as the center of the universe. Fans even referred to Soldier Field that night as the Lisaverse, an alternate reality space where all elements of the stage are controlled by a single entity. And sure enough, when Lisa's solo performance enters its climax, with a loud EDM beat splitting the Chicago air and the lighting turning into a flaming red-gold spectrum, even the giant screen backstage displays only the name, Lisa. One word. No frills. Is this a sign of a shift in BLACKPINK's direction? Or is it the strengthening of personal branding for Lisa's solo career in America? Many entertainment industry observers in attendance that evening admitted that Lisa's act at Soldier Field Stadium was not just a performance, it was a statement. No one could match Lisa's intensity that night, said a New York music producer who attended quietly. He came across like someone who knew he was going to be headline news the next day, and he wasn't wrong. The concert itself was designed magnificently, with the latest stage technology, 360-degree visuals, drone camera show, and high correlational choreography between members. But still, there was a noticeable shift in artistic balance. Jisoo with her charm remained calm, Jennie with her charisma played loose, and rose emotional in the acoustic segment. But Lisa? He's like at war. Not against people, but against the boundaries of the stage itself. The most incendiary moment came when Lisa stamped her foot and lowered a glow stick in the style of Flag Bearer at the end of the song, Tally X Swalla, an exclusive remix that has never even been officially released. Thousands of phones were picked up, but none of the footage was able to really capture the real energy. Because in a matter of seconds, the sea of light turns into waves, and the sound of the fans reaches an almost deafening decibel peak, and when the song is over, the stage is not dark. It's just that the lights still highlight Lisa, standing alone, gasping for breath, smiling slightly at an angle, then throwing the mic with a confident gesture to the backstage crew. There is no dialogue. No preamble to, "Is this moment already arranged?" Or did Lisa just go beyond the script and make the Soldier Field Stadium the stage for her release? A few hours after the concert was over, hashtags and trends pointing to Lisa dominated all social platforms. Even the name BLACKPINK itself lost popularity in the search for trending that night. This is not a trifle. It shows how the influence of the individual can dampen the collective, and how the dominance of the visual as well as the stage can massively shape artistic perception. Another surprising fact emerged. The meet and greet session after the concert was said to be attended only by Lisa, although the initial agenda listed all 4 members. There has been no official clarification from YG, but the rumors are enough to spark new theories about the direction of the group's strategy and how Lisa may now be transitioning towards a more personal focus on the American market. Soldier Field Stadium, that giant capacity stadium, that night was not just a venue. He became a silent witness to the transformation of an idol into an icon. Lisa is no longer just a member of BLACKPINK. It emerged as an artistic entity capable of attracting the masses, controlling narratives, and even, indirectly, shaping the direction of the global pop music industry's conversation. If this concert was a trial, then the result exceeded expectations. If this is a declaration, then Lisa has just delivered the loudest statement of her career so far, and the public, as always, was divided. Some called her performance too dominant, shifting the balance of the group, and even internally risky. Yet more have elevated him as a new generation stage hero. In their eyes, Lisa wasn't just burning Soldier Field Stadium, she was burning the confines of K-pop stage conventions. One fact cannot be denied: not a single spectator left the stadium that evening without a story about Lisa. So, the important question is no longer whether Lisa shines in Chicago. It has happened, it has gone viral, and it has become history. What's worth thinking about now is, will BLACKPINK stay like this after the concert? Or will we see a new chapter where Lisa is not just a part of BLACKPINK, but a full-fledged force that runs parallel to her own group? And when the stadium lights finally went out, only one name still resonated in the Chicago night air: Lisa. It's not just a performance, it's not just a concert, it's a turning point, a moment that will be remembered as the moment when a performer transcends his own stage. Amid the pounding bass, flames, and endless cheers, Soldier Field that night witnessed the birth of a new dominance in the history of the global stage. Lisa didn't just rock Chicago, she burned it mercilessly, splitting the line between group and individual, between entertainer and icon. What he wrote that night was not something that could be replicated, engineered, or repackaged. It's the authentic power of a star who knows exactly who she is, and dares to show it before the world. Now, one thing's for sure, BLACKPINK may have come as 4, but that night, in the heart of America, Lisa came home as 1. And the world, willy-nilly, will have to prepare for the next round.